Hey, I was running around looking for bases to raid and I saw this, whatever this is. There's like a bunch of 1x1 armored bases with TCs and boxes in them, and I think they're all like already raided. Like somebody probably found a bunch of stuff. I wonder if they had to actually blow every single wall off of these. Oh my god, yo. Wait, how? Literally, I didn't even check all these yet. Somebody either left 27 rockets or this decayed. What? Yo, that's nuts. That's so nuts. What the heck? Well, actually, before I talk about this, let me take this crap home. Oh my god, that's crazy. How did that just happen? Okay, so what I was trying to say before I got interrupted by a bunch of rockets, I wanted to go over some of my base designs that I've had in the past, because recently my newest base design has been figured out and it keeps being raided, and I'm gonna have to go into something new. So I want to go ahead and give out my tricks. This is gonna be for like modded server bases, not for vanilla. But I've had people like always ask me how I keep my base secure, how to avoid getting raided and stuff. So I want to go ahead and just show you guys some of my base designs, since I can't really use these anymore because somebody figured them out, told everybody in the chat, and now everybody just looks for it. But the reason I was talking about it around these was because these look like similar to my base design, but way too obvious that they're hiding something in these. However, it got me pretty inspired to make the next video I'm about to make. So since mini copters are now a thing, or they have been a thing, it's been much more important to keep your base safe from being raided, because raiders can travel from one end of the map to the other in like under a minute. This forced me to evolve my base designs even further to prevent being raided. However, you can take the concepts I'm going to show you in a second and maybe expand on them or create your own idea. Okay, so here was the first version, the older version, before I had to change even this version to another one. So the first thing I would always look for is a spot near the coast and next to one of the crappiest monuments or rad towns, so there's not too much traffic through this area. If you're gonna build a straight up base right next to a launch site or something, even if you build this base, it'll probably get raided just because there's so many players running through that area at any time. Make sure it's not visible from boats and stuff, because people still use boats. And then the last thing for location, I would try to build somewhere where somebody wouldn't raid it just to get the TC. So one time before I was raided using this base design, apparently they just wanted to clear my TC to expand their compound, and they just got lucky and probably had like 100 C4 at that point. So they used like 2 C4, and I think they probably got 100 C4. So after those three criteria are met, you're sure nobody's gonna try to blow it just to get the TC, and it's not in a very high trafficked area. Here's the actual base design. So I'd build a 2x2 of squares made of stone all the way around, and then one single doorway right here. Upgrade everything to stone, obviously. And then place a wall here. So I'd put my TC down facing this way, not this way, but this way, so that there's a box able to be placed here. And then I'll throw the workbench level 3 down. You might not always have it immediately. And then 2 small boxes, one here, one here, which leaves you enough room for a sleeping bag. And then yeah, there it is. Obviously there should be stone in the TC. And I would basically live out of that single square. I would have a repair bench right here, and then remove the wall to get to the repair bench anytime I needed it. And then I would make this thing look completely raided, so nobody would even think twice about blowing into this stone square. Like, why would you hit that? It's probably just a sealed off TC or something with stone in it. Nobody would think there's an entire loot room in here. So what I would do to make it look raided is remove this, throw maybe a furnace down, pick it up a couple times to make sure it looks damaged. I would do this with maybe 2 or 3 furnaces. Do the same thing with a box. Throw it down. Make it look damaged. Throw another sleeping bag down. Put a little bit off the foundation. Call it starter. And then throw a couple ladders up here. And there you go. That's the final base design. You got a grade A base right there. I mean, not now, but not now that I'm showing this. But that's what I literally kept me safe for probably an entire year. I would be in there crafting my stuff up, and then I'd hear people come in here, walk on stone. They probably looked in the box, looked in the furnace, and like, oh, starter. Oh, this is probably just a noob that got raided, and then they left. Until, I guess, somebody just decided to blow this thing out, which it literally kept me safe for probably a year before that happened. Once they figured it out, though, I mean, they told everybody, and then people just looked for this thing. So this is the first design. You can honestly make something like this, maybe add another layer, just expand on it. I don't know, change some things up. You could figure it out. You could probably make something like this still work. So after that first design failed me, I had to come up with something else, which this is the next thing I came up with. For this one, all you need is a big open area. You need a safe time slot to build this one. Way more of a time slot than it takes to build that other one. Let me actually go to this area. So you'd need a big open area like this, and then I would just take a bunch of high walls and make a compound. Just make a big empty compound. Okay, there we go. So you'd have to have all these high walls crafted, obviously. I don't know how many I just placed, probably 40 or 50. Anyways, so I'd make this, and it's basically another take on a raided base. I just throw down external TCs far apart from each other as they can be, but make them squares. So we'll throw one here. Put your TC in the first one. This is going to be the main one, and then basically build this one by one, just like the other one by one over there. I'll save you the time, but the workbench 3, the bag, the 3 boxes, and then seal that one up. That's going to be the main one. So you'll live out of that single one by one right there, but then basically take that square, copy the exact design without the boxes, just the TC in it, and place it around as much as you can around these high walls. And there you have it. That is the base design. I mean, I didn't think this one would last as long as it did. Looking at this from above, it just looks so weird. Why would you have square TCs? It's like way more cost efficient just to have triangles. So if I had seen this, I feel like I would have blown all these tool covers apart just to look for the hidden loot. And then, where's it? Would have been right here. Would have found it. But yeah, those are the 2 base designs that got me through an entire year of raiding without being raided. Obviously, this is for modded. This isn't gonna work for vanilla, but I just wanted to show you guys. Good luck out there with the new minicopters. It's very hard to stay safe, but have fun. Maybe expand on these bases as you see fit. These are just 2 ideas to get your mind rolling on some better designs. I'm sure other people can come up with some better designs. That's it for this video. If you didn't know, my EU server wipes today and the US server wipes tomorrow. I'll leave some details pinned as a comment, and the links are in the description too.